Welcome back to another video. This video is going to be a little different. I'm going to show you how to cook a perfect ribeye steak. If you guys enjoy this kind of content, please like and subscribe. I would love to eat more steak and show you how to make them. Ribeye is my favorite steak. It is a little pricier, so we're going with the cheapest one we can find for our fancy dinner. What you really want to look for in this steak is that it's well marbled in between. This one's not bad. I just wanted to show just how much more affordable it is to eat steak at home instead of your chain restaurants like Texas Roadhouse or Outback or the Ruby River place. So let's look at the cost of this. $40, $9.99 a pound. So these steaks are basically 16-ounce steaks that cost $10. Try doing that at Texas Roadhouse or even Outback. You can't. So it's a great value to cook it from home. Now I'm going to show you how to cook it perfectly. While my steak rests, I want to rest it almost to room temperature. That's way it just grills better. Okay, so the other steaks, because the Bushman family doesn't really like steaks. I love them. I'm going to freeze them and have them for another meal. So ideally you want to vacuum pack it if you have that. I don't, so I wrapped it in plastic and then tin foil, and I'm going to put it in the freezer, which will do just fine. Let's talk seasoning and why I picked the ribeye. The ribeye is personally my favorite cut of steak. All steaks, if they're good cuts, are going to be good. I like sirloins, I like T-bones, porterhouse, and filet mignon. Why ribeye is my favorite? Because it's almost as tender as the filet mignon, but it has a lot more flavor. This section here, called the spinalis, is the best cut of beef, or the most tender beef you will ever eat in a steak. Yes, it beats the filet mignon. Okay, now seasoning. You kind of want to go simple. A lot of people just love salt, pepper. Some people add on garlic, so salt, pepper, garlic, like SPG. One of my favorite seasonings, it's not as simple, is I have this homemade Outback rub, and I just really enjoy it. And so that's what I'm going to use tonight. This could be controversial for a lot of people, but I won't eat a steak that's cooked any more than medium. Medium's about as high as I could ever do. And honestly, medium's a little too much for me. I feel the perfect cut is medium rare. I don't really like rare. It's a little too wiggly and red in the middle. But medium rare is perfect. I will show you a bunch of pictures of my steaks at medium rare. And medium rare, I feel, is where you're going to get the juiciest steak, most tasty, and tender. So I highly recommend cooking it to medium rare, which is 125 degrees. I really want the grill above 550, so this is almost a 600, which is great. You really want to get some good sear marks on your steaks. It's time to put the steak on the grill. So what I'm going to do, what you should do, put it on one of the hotter parts of, if it's a gas grill. You get good sear marks. Press down. Now we wait 2 minutes before I turn it. It's been 2 minutes, so let's rotate it. Okay. Ooh. This is harder to do one-handed. Okay. I also want to press down to get those grill marks. We'll do another 2 minutes. It's been another 2 minutes. Now we get to flip the steak. Let's see how these grill marks turned out. So with the fatty ribeye, it's going to start a little bit of a grease fire, but that's okay. And look at that. Pretty good grill marks. So let's do the same thing, another 2 minutes. And then I'm going to put the thermometer in. Let's put this thermometer in. Looks like we got our grease fire still going. So I'm going to put the thermometer in right now. It's a beautiful steak. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let's see how this is doing. I think that's going to be good enough to put up here. We're going to turn down the heat. And we'll just wait until it gets to 125. It's time to take it off. It is ready. Got to 125 degrees. Just going to take the thermometer out. Did put it on the upper rack so it didn't get completely burnt. As you can see, it looks pretty darn good. So we're going to go in and take it in and let it rest. Last thing before you start eating, you want to let the meat rest. While it's cooking, the meat fibers are really tense, and so if you let it rest for at least 5 minutes, it really lets it be a little more tender. So I'm just going to put tinfoil over it and give it 5 minutes. Alright, it's been 5 minutes. I'm a little anxious. So let's see how it did. Okay. Okay, look at that. Perfect medium rare every time. 125 degrees. Now I'm going to go and enjoy it.